Okay, Manu Madhu, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
How was your project? Manu, today you have submitted one project, na?
No, sir. Postponed.
Oh, postponed. Wow.
Due to strike.
Actually,
What happened?
today AP Band, sir.
Oh, today for what?
Due to Chandrababu Naidu arrest.
Oh, here also there was a strike in Bangalore also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What we did, Manu, last?
Java arrest, sir, and date and time
Okay.
also discussed.
Okay. Have you given to Madhu?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. And where is he? Kulle?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, fine. Open your notebook. Today we'll start little high concept, little high. Java class. Java class, object and attribute.
Sir, your screen is not shown, sir.
Oh, not displaying. Okay, wait. No
Yeah.
visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is a class? Manoji? In Java, everything we are doing under the class only, right? Na? And object specifies some new keywords, right? And
Yes,
attributes the element like variable which we are creating under the class, that are the attributes. Okay, one by one we'll know. So here, okay, first point, write down. Java is an object oriented programming language. Okay, so it means everything in Java is associated with class and objects along with its attribute, along with its attributes and method. Okay, methods. Okay, for here write down creating a class. Okay, so creating a class, how to create a class? Using the keyword class. There is a keyword class. With the help of this keyword, we are creating one class. So to create a class, we use keyword named with class, right? So how to create the class? For example, let's say we are creating a class public. class. Let's say this is our main class, curly bracket. And inside this main class, we can create any attribute. Let's say, for example, x is equal to 5, semicolon. So this is the way we are creating one class. Similarly, how to create an object? Create an object. So creating the object, we use one keyword, new. Okay, new. So otherwise, creating a object is nothing but to create an object, to create an object of main class. Okay, so we use the keyword new. We use the keyword new. New. Okay. For example, if we want to say, so okay, we'll check whether it's real time. In theory, there is some confusion. Write down this one and we'll check into Eclipse. Once you complete this, let me know.
Done, sir.
Okay. Okay. This is our class, main class. Let's say this is our main class. Okay. Here we are creating class attributes. Okay. Class attributes. And here we are creating one object of the main class. So here, how can we create? This is our my class. Okay, my class. Let's say this is my object. Object name we are giving my object is equal to new my class, like this. Okay. And here in this class attribute, here we can create one element. Let's say int x is equal to 5. Also, one another element also we can create anything. Let's y is equal to 10. Okay. This is the main class. Under the main class, we have some another class. Under the we are creating one object. Okay, so here we can say just comment only here my obj is object of our main class. Okay, main class. What is our main class name? My class. Okay, next new is a keyword to create, keyword to use, used for create, and object for main class, right? So this is the things. Write down for example and write the comment also, because in comment only you will understand more. And these are the class attributes. And here we can write one more comment. What is the class attribute? Class attributes is nothing but double T na class attributes. Here we can say na are variables, right? Variables within a class, right? And this is here known as method. Okay, next after this we'll tell you about the method. A static, main, these all are the method is a start from the this parenthesis, means a small bracket. Okay, whatever we are creating some name, this is the user defined name, and something parenthesis is a method. Under the method we are creating anything, object, class, whatever.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, done Madhu?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So this is the class and something. Here creating a Java methods. Method or methods, anything. Okay. So in during the project development, we have created many methods like the save operation, list the data, deleting, editing, many methods we have created, right? Under the some of the class in controller. We had one class controller or my controller, whatever we have created under the class, we have created many methods, right? So methods we can say a method is a block of code which only runs when it is called. Okay, block of code which only runs when it is called. It means if we want to do the only list the data, it will work. The suppose in a class we have many methods, we want to use only list the data, it will perform only list the data, right? We want to perform delete the data, it will perform delete the data. So that's why it is written, it is a block of code which runs only when it is called. Okay, suppose we have n number of the method, it won't execute all at a time. So here what we are doing, basically we are passing the data something. So we can pass data known as parameter into a method, right? Methods are used to perform certain action, and they are also known as functions. Okay. Methods are used to define a code once and be used it many times. Okay. Method must be declared within a class. Parenthesis means a small bracket, right? Okay. So how to create a method? For example, here we have also not default method. We will take this one only. Just hold a second. This is our method main, right? Probably a static void. Let's say my class. This is my method. Let's say be keeping a name my method. Okay. And close the method and close the class. And inside this, we are writing block of code, right? Enter the method code to be executed. Here we are writing many codes. So here we have used a static, and sometimes we are creating one public void main temp, public string method name, like public string delete data, public string public void save data, public static void. Here we have used public static void my method. So here what is the static and public? Basically, a static is this all the things, whether we use the static and public, it's all to use for the attributes and the method, right? So here, once we are creating the static method, it means we can access the element by creating an object. Okay, we can access the element by creating an object also. First you complete this one, then we'll write about a static, non-static.
Completed, sir.
Okay. We have here a static versus non-static method. A static versus non-static. Okay. So here, okay, we use method using either a static or mostly we are using non-static means public, not a static, right? A static or public attributes and methods. What is a static? If we using any static method, so without it creating any object, we can run the code. So when we create a static method, which means it can be accessed without creating an object of the class. Okay. Unlike public which can be accessed by objects. So if we are creating any a static method, so without creating any object, we can access, right? But if we are creating public method, so without object, we can't access the elements. Let's see some of the here only examples. For examples, Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here only, let's say this is our class, main class. We are just removing the public, a static void. Okay. We are making as simple. This is a static method. Here we are creating any message. Okay. Example of a static method. So it will give no bracket define the main method as okay. With the passing parameter. No? Example. Let me check first, then you use. Hmm. This my class is coming. Where is the mistake, Mano? Okay. Some different way. Let's say here we are creating one method. Okay. Here we are creating my static method like this without anything. And static void my static method. Okay. public static void. Public static void without any message. Let's say, okay, hello. Okay, fine. This method close and okay. One another method we are creating like under this my class. Okay, here. Here it won't come. Okay, done. So it won't come. So in this case, how to come? My class, my object is equal to new class. Okay. Here we are creating public void my public method. Hmm. Okay. My object dot my public method. No. Last example, how we have created one method for the we have created one object now. So example of static method. Okay, and if we want to do same thing to printing, public static and this one is without creating the object. So, okay, this is the example of public static method called the static method. We are creating public static public class main in this example static void my static method. Okay, hello, this is the one static method and we are creating one public method, public void my public method. System.out printing hello public this is hello static. Okay, hello public hello static. Now this is our method. Here we are calling my static method. Okay, hello static. Example of the static method, and this is create a static method, and this is the create public method. Okay, create. Are you looking, Madhu and Mano?
Yes, sir.
So here we have created one method, a static. Here we have print a static method. A static method you have written. A static method, we can call the static method without creating an object. Okay. Now we are running this. So here we have called this method. It will display hello static. But if we call public method directly, okay, public method directly, so it will create maybe some error. Hello, oh, it came a static only. My public, it won't come. My, okay, it won't access. Okay, it won't access because public static required. What you written the definition of the static? We use method either static or public attributes and method. When we create a static method, means it can be accessed without creating an object of the class. Okay, but for public we need to create one class. Okay, directly we can't call a here public method. See here public method is not coming. If we write this one directly, so this will create error. Okay, my public. Then how to create? I think using the what we have object. We have main class my class. Okay, let's say this is my object is equal to new my class, and this is my object dot my public method. Okay, so yeah, done. So see, that's why programming took some time. That's why we were creating it was giving error. Look, let me explain you. See, this is the one we have created two methods. One is the static method Okay, in this we have display hello static. We have created the public method hello public. As per the what definition says, definition nothing but rule of the static. It says once you are creating any static method, so it will okay, it will access without creating an object. Okay, don't need to be create any object to access the method. But for the public, we can't access directly. We can't access directly. To access the public, we need to be create one object. Did you understand? Madhu Mano?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why here objects are creating. Here we are giving the correct word, access a static method without an object. Okay, and for this, write on this exam to access and write the comment also, because comment help us to understand. To access public method of without access public method with an object. However, we cannot access public method using we cannot access public method without an object. Okay, fine. Write down this example. Static versus public. Yeah, tell me.
In static method, we can also access creating with object or not.
Sorry, static.
In static method, we can also access with creating an object.
No, because a static method can be used without creating a method. Without creating a method, let's say, and maybe here we're trying by object, by a static, just create, it can be accessible. I think, let's say, what result? So, hello, a static, okay? Okay. So using public, yeah, a static method, we can call with access by default. If we won't create any object, then also it method will be accessible, and with the help of object also it can be accessible. But in case of the public, without object, it cannot be accessible. Here we can write this one also, a static method can be also accessible with an object. With an object. This is the programming only, no need of any confusion. Accessible spelling, accessible, accessible with an object, and be also accessible with an object. Add this line also. Nice question, Mano. Okay. Done, Madhu?
No, sir.
Downside, nothing is there. Only here only. Up to line number 23, we have code. Done, Madhu?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, we have Java constructor. Let's say we are checking. Actually, once we are creating any class, by default constructor get created. It is the default, and we can customize also. For example, this is our main class. Okay. Let's say here we are creating how to create a constructor. Here we are creating one variable. Let's say this is the class. This is the class attributes. Okay. And here only we are creating one default constructor, public, my class, this, using this. Okay. Inside this, this is the way to create the constructor, default constructor, default constructor. Okay. And here in X, we are assigning some value. Okay. This is just constructor we have created. Now, we will create an object to call the constructor. So under here, we will create my class. This is my object is equal to call. Here we are giving call constructor object so that we can understand call constructor object. This comment calling an object. No, created an object to call constructor. Okay, now we want to access here item. We want to access what is the call constructor object dot x value. So this is the way to call the constructor. Now let me check you don't write anything. Okay, yes, 5. Here first we will write something, then you write Java constructor. Make a heading Java constructor. Okay. Java constructor. Okay, so what is the constructor? Constructor, we can say this is a special method and it has the same name. It is matching with the name with the class name and it is called when object is created. So a constructor in Java is a special method that is used to initialize objects. Okay. The constructor is called when an object of a class is created. Okay. It can be used constructor name must match with the class name. Constructor cannot have a return value, return type or return type. Constructor is called constructor is on the class have default constructor. Okay. for example. Write this. Once you complete, let me know.
Yes, sir.
And write down this example. For as an example, this one. Write with comment. Okay. From line number 3 to line number 15. Tell me.
All classes are
Oh,
only your class.
only my class is pending.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 10 minutes. I'll complete.
Done, sir.
Done?
Yes.
Okay. We have one small thing, access modifier. You know na access modifier. How many access modifier we have, Mano?
4, sir.
Which one?
Public to protect,
Private,
default to
protected.
private.
Like Java access. This is a small topic. Modifier, we finish this. Okay. Okay.
Sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, what is the main usage of constructor, sir?
Which one?
Constructor, sir. Main usage.
Many usage. Okay. With the help of the constructor only, we are calling the elements. Suppose this is the, this class, if you are creating any value out of the class, see here we have one method, and under the main class only we have created one attributes. So with the help, this is the main class. Main classes, under the main classes we have this much. And this is the another method. We have the main method. And here we have created one attributes. Attribute, this attribute, with this attribute, we have given some value under the constructor. Actually, the main perspective to create this constructor is using the constructor, we can call our element or attribute or variable with the help of the constructor. How can we call the? Then using this way, by creating an object, we are declaring, we are calling the value. For example, coming to our main project, we have created the model right now. In that model, we have created many attributes. Okay, many attributes. Whether you create the constructor or don't create the constructor, Java default inbuilt, they are creating the default constructor. They are not assigning the value, but inbuilt, every class has one default constructor. Whether you create the constructor or don't create the constructor. But with the help of the constructor, constructor is mainly using to call the element, to use the element in your method. Whatever the method we are using, to in your method, we are calling the elements. With the help of how we can call the constructor, using with the help of objects. With the help of objects. So this is the main functionality of the constructor. That's why in the definition also, you have written constructor is a special one kind of the method only, and a special one kind of the method, and it does not have any return type. Once we have created here construction, see here we have not given any return type like the void, a static, anything, a string, integer, right? It has no any return type. And when it is called when any object is created, and all the class have default constructor. So mainly it is used to call the variable or value. Whatever the value and variable we have, with the help of constructor, we can call them. This is the main usage only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is one small topic, Java access modifier. So access modifier is used to access attributes, methods, and constructors. Okay. So basically Java divide their two group as modifier. Java divides modifiers in two group. Okay. First one we have access access modifiers. Access modifiers means it is control the access level. It is control the access level. Okay. So what control we can do? We can, using access modifier, we can access attributes, method and constructor. Okay. And here we have we can access using we can access using the modifiers. We have public, private, protected, and default. We can access. Okay, we can access using public, private, protected, and default modifier. Second, we have none access modifiers, right? So none access modifier using the none access modifier control the access name. It has limited access level. Okay, using this we can access only attributes and methods, not constructor. Okay, not constructor. Means for classes. Okay, we can access using, in this we can access we have final, abstract modifier, final, abstract, static. Okay, synchronized, and access using final, abstract, static, synchronized. These are the modifiers. So which is the new date for your project submission, Manu?
Second, sir, second.
Second, when? Next month?
No, sir, this month.
Oh, this month only.
Yes,
Okay, you both have, na?
Yes, sir.
So you are in one team or different team?
Individual project, sir.
Oh, individual. Okay. So I think project basically happen in a group, na? 3 member, 4 member of the group.
Yes, sir.
Then you are doing individually. College allow this?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Too much workload individually. Because explanation also having some heavy work. If you're single, you are doing each and everything.
College management giving a guides, sir.
Okay. So you are writing in college management name also in your project, your mentor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Done written.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then Kulle has missed some important things. Send them. Take the photo or send them. Okay.
I already sent it, sir.
Oh.
Wow, very good.
Great. Great. This is the true friendship, huh? Fine. So why they have not attend today class?
He has some work outside, sir.
Huh. Okay. So okay, we'll meet tomorrow. Institution is going to close.
Yes, sir.
So we'll
Okay,
meet.
sir.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.